This girl simply reaches out to grab a rung of the ladder and nearly loses her life in the process. Staring down into the bottomless abyss of death below, her fear of heights kicks in instantly, and she can't bring herself to climb any higher. But her friend above starts calling her a coward, which immediately sets the girl's blood boiling. She swears she's going to climb this 10,000-foot abandoned radio tower and shut her friend's mouth once and for all. What she doesn't realize is that the bolts holding the ladder together have been deteriorating for years and are ready to give way. With every step she takes upward, her life hangs by a thread. After 2 hours of heart-stopping climbing, the two finally reach a small platform halfway up the tower. But this isn't their destination. The very top of the tower is their ultimate goal. Looking at the ladder ahead with absolutely no safety measures, Lisa's legs start shaking and her palms get sweaty like any normal person would, because one wrong move could send them plummeting into the abyss. With her friend constantly urging her from above, Lisa musters up the courage to stand and reaches out to give the ladder a good shake. Seeing nothing obviously wrong with it, she finally dares to follow her friend's lead and climb upward. She can only hold her breath and constantly remind herself to stay calm. But just when her friend sees Lisa's terrified, slow progress, she decides to play a cruel prank by violently shaking the ladder, terrifying Lisa into gripping the rails even tighter. Little do they know, this action completely dooms them both. What should have been just a few more minutes to reach the top takes Lisa a grueling half hour because she's so scared. Seeing that Lisa seems to have run out of strength, her friend tries to help pull her up, but the ladder suddenly lurches, nearly causing Lisa to fall from above. Fortunately, the safety rope provides support, and Lisa manages to steady herself again, finally reaching the tower's peak with her friend's assistance. Seeing the entire world beneath her feet, Lisa finally experiences that feeling of standing on top of the world, and all her earlier terror instantly melts away. However, just as they finish taking photos and prepare to head back down the same way, disaster strikes. The ladder's bolts suddenly give way, and before Lisa, who started her descent, can even react, the ladder begins falling apart section by section while Lisa loses her balance and plummets toward the ground at terrifying speed. In this critical moment, her friend manages to grab onto the tower's peak, preventing Lisa from falling into the abyss. She never imagined this adventure would turn into such a nightmare. To pull Lisa back up, her friend quickly wraps the rope around the tower's peak and uses every ounce of her strength to pull, but the confined space makes it impossible to get proper leverage. The next second, her foot slips, but she quickly recovers and braces her foot against the tower peak again, preventing tragedy. Meanwhile, driven by pure survival instinct, Lisa grabs the safety rope and desperately climbs toward the tower top. Before long, she manages to grab the only remaining meter of ladder above the peak, and with her friend's help, Lisa finally cheats death and makes it back to the tower's summit. Having just walked through death's door, Lisa is absolutely exhilarated.